Oh look, it's past me, getting ready to enjoy her first day off in over 19 days. Won't you come with me for some great knitting, crocheting, and yarn chat? This is Canary Knits, and I'm your host, Antoinette. I cleaned out one of my favorite knitting bags, and I found 4 active whips, all socks. One of them happened to be my Halloween socks from 2024 that I still haven't finished. And I have one entire sock done, so just really have been stuck on the second sock for over 2 years. So here I'm working on a lot of socks. I make all of my socks on Chalgu 9-inch circular knitting needles. I have found that just works the best for me. I follow the Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock pattern for 9-inch circulars, and I do sometimes use double pointed needles, but this is really my favorite way. I've never actually knit myself a pair of socks. I've made a bunch of socks, but they always seem to be given away as gifts. And these are for my sweet friend Akmal, but I kind of want to keep them for myself. And all of the yarn that you see in this video is just from my stash. Unfortunately, I did not keep the yarn labels, and so I'm not sure what I'm actually knitting with, unfortunately. Let me know if you recognize anything. I'd love to know. This is not a sock, obviously. This is a cardigan that I made for my daughter. She's going to be 9 years old tomorrow, actually, and she picked out the yarn for this super cute Water's Edge cardigan. I will be making a separate video about this cardigan because it has taken me 9 whole years to make. Yeah, I know. My favorite way to be tired is to be tired and worn out after a long day in the sun with my 2 wonderful daughters. After they went to bed, I stayed up pretty late working on my socks. I just have this flow going that I haven't felt in like a year or so with socks. Have you heard of second sock syndrome? It refers to the inability of a crafter to complete a pair of socks. In my case, I started my Halloween 2024 socks in 2023, anticipating that it would take me quite some time to finish. And here we are, almost in summer of 2026, and I'm just about done with the second one that was almost completed. Yeah, I know. Overall, stash busting is going pretty well. I'm basically just pulling from the top of my totes and working with whatever I grab. So far, it's been a lot of sock yarn and half-finished socks, which I'm really okay with. Gas went up to $4.30 where I live. How are we supposed to survive? Any of us. Literally everyone I know is struggling on different levels, but still struggling. It really is so hard. So all I do when I'm done working mostly is clean my apartment and knit. I have so much to do and so much to look forward to. Life is happening, but it seems that I just can't escape the confines of capitalism. I'm trying to stay optimistic. Treat yourself like a plant, I say. Go outside, enjoy the sunshine, water yourself. I'm thinking a lot about how to prioritize rest in a society that demands constant output. How am I supposed to slow down when I have the constant feeling and also reality of being behind? According to a Department of Bureau and Labor Statistics, the cost of energy jumped 17.9% during the past year. There's been a 28% increase in the price of gasoline and a 54% gain in the price of fuel oil. What does all of this mean for me as a person with 2 children and 1 income? As a person that commutes? As a person that does not own a home, as a person that shares living expenses with a roommate, this means that things are tighter than they have ever been. But despair not, friends, for our crafts will see us through. We were built for this. And if you do fret, try to do something that calms you down, like winding yarn by hand. Hear me out. I did this recently in the midst of a panic attack, and it was super relaxing. I'm going to be real. I'm working extremely hard right now, and I'm mostly okay, but I do have moments of absolute panic. Unfortunately, I was able to capture this process with a lot of detail. I've seen a lot of talk about knitting and crocheting as a form of stimming. Stimming is short for self-stimulatory behavior. It refers to repetitive body movements, sounds, or actions. It's used to channel energy, self-soothe, express strong emotions, and just regulate sensory input. Everyone stims. An example of stimming is foot tapping, but it's highly common in neurodivergent individuals like those with autism or, yeah girl, ADHD. Winding yarn isn't something I especially enjoy, especially doing it by hand, but I've been doing a lot of it lately. Tactile stimming refers to repetitive touch-based behaviors like rubbing, scratching, tapping, or squeezing something. It's a natural way for the brain to self-soothe and help regulate emotions. Again, it's more common in people with ADHD or autism. I think a wonderful way to tactfully stim is by winding yarn. You can just see my body relaxing as I go round and round and round and round. It's like the ultimate form of twisting a hoodie string, or like rolling something textured in between your fingers, like velvet or silk. I also want to say, as someone with ADHD, I have slightly slower processing times. And also, I very much process when I'm alone. So this video that you're seeing is me processing 19 days straight of work alone. And it was pretty overwhelming, but it needed to happen. And overall, I really enjoyed my day off. If you or a loved one is experiencing mental health issues and don't feel like interacting with another human and also process alone, you can actually text 988 in English or Spanish to get some mental health resources and support. I've also listed some resources that have helped me in the description box, along with my socials, where to find me, and some other fun information. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.